hours presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 2 Americans rescued in Mexico are back across the border in Texas, or the bodies of 2 friends. The 4 from South Carolina were kidnapped Friday.
Mexican President Lopez Obrador says 1 man is in custody while they look for others. Mexico believes the attack was likely a mistake, that cartel scouts mistook the Americans for allies of a rival gang. Like many Americans, this group traveled to Mexico to save money on a medical procedure, a risk that proved deadly.
Fox's Wayne Lejeunesse. The White House is endorsing a bipartisan Senate bill making it easier to regulate or ban some foreign technology, including the social media app TikTok.
That legislation would empower the Commerce Department to review data transfers and communications technology sent to any company which has a foreign adversary interest.
Fox's Kevin Cork. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank is your local community-focused bank.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology: mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, everybody. It is 7:03, Mix 1041. We are on MixTV.tv. We're on the Mix 1041 app on your phone and mobile device. Download at mymix1041.com. Also, we're on Talk 1013 The Buzz this morning. It is 7:03 here on the 8th day of March, and our local and state news today from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Formulated Solutions, a Florida-based pharmaceutical manufacturer, will invest nearly $44 million in Bradley County, bring 524 new jobs. The drug maker recently acquired the 455,000 square foot facility on Michigan Avenue Road. Formulated Solutions specialize in the development and manufacturing of aerosols and barrier pressurized packs, tubes, liquids, semi-solids, including over-the-counter medical devices, and branded prescription drugs. Once the plant's operational, the Cleveland facility will serve as the company's 2nd commercial production site and 1st production location outside of Florida. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee said, quote, "Tennessee's skilled workforce, thriving economy, and central location make our state the ideal location for companies to succeed." He said, quote, "I thank Formulated Solutions for its significant investment in job creation for Tennesseans across Bradley County," end quote. Victor Swent is the president and CEO of Formulated Solutions Cleveland and said, quote, "I've been humbled by the overwhelming positive reception that the Formulated Solutions team has received from both Bradley County and the great state of Tennessee," end quote. Also, the Tennessean newspaper in Nashville reports that Tennessee has announced its plans to outsource the testing of at least 550 rape kits to a private lab in Florida in an effort to reduce processing times. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation recently announced the state has awarded a contract to DNA Labs International in Deerfield Beach, Florida, after a competitive bid process that began in December. The move comes after the state received a $1.5 million federal grant to outsource the testing of these kits, which cost over $2,000 per kit. Well, the Monroe County Advocate and Democrat newspaper reports, well, the Sweetwater Flea Market's going to shut down at the end of the month. We hate to hear that, ending a 3-decade tenure The Sweetwater Flea Market is ending their tenure, and according to officials, the COVID-19 pandemic took its toll on the flea market, playing a part in the decision to close it down. Sweetwater Flea Market manager Angela McNabb told the newspaper there in Sweetwater, the Monroe County Advocate and Democrat, that according to officials, the COVID-19 pandemic took its toll. She said that the decision to sell the flea market came from a drought of customers and vendors after COVID. They say they saw a decline in shoppers and vendors. The Sweetwater Flea Market opened in November of 1989. Bridget, what will you do with your Saturdays now?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people not happy about that.
I guess not. All right, well, here we go. Now, I got one story, then we'll talk about Bradley and the state tournament today at 11 o'clock. The contents of the contents of the office of former Cleveland Mayor Tom Rowland is now an official exhibit in the Museum and Cultural Center at Five Points. Now, I've been there a couple of times, and you see these presidential libraries. Mm-hmm. That is what it really is at the museum. It's really fascinating. Yeah. It's got his desk, his computer, telephone, all his photos, awards on the walls. And let me tell you something. Holden Hartline, Reagan was there, but Holden had a lot of questions about all the pictures with him and the presidents. Mm-hmm. And, him interviewing Richard Nixon and meeting with both Presidents Bush, I guess you'd say, and on and on, President Clinton. And he also displayed the plate he stole from the Clinton White House. One of those, he used to go several times a year. Yeah. All of that is in there. Wow. And the only thing that's missing, he had a candy drawer. I'm sure Mayor Brooks has that candy drawer there at home. Well, maybe at the mayor's office too. Austin, what am I looking at here on Mix TV? That's it, isn't it?
Yes, that's the exhibit.
Yeah, that's at the museum. We were in there. It's a complete and utter replica. It's just like a presidential library would be. It's a complete and utter replica of Tom's office when he was downtown. Dedication and ribbon cutting will be held this Saturday from 1 until 3. 1 until 3. The public invited to attend, and we'll be there and looking forward to it. But yeah, it's really neat. And you can go see all the pictures, and then and matter of fact, a couple of things here, Bridget. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to spoil the surprise now, but we're unveiling a wax figure of Tom. We know that a wax figure of Kevin Brooks is the mayor of Cleveland. We understand that. And then a wax figure of Sue Zayas, who has sat in the front office there as the office manager since, honest to goodness, Mayor Philauer. So anyway, it's going to be neat. It's going to be like Madame Tussauds. Is it Madame Tussauds or Tussauds? Anyway, there you go. 9 minutes after 7. Let's get a check of the streets.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Chevrolet Annual March Mania event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no accidents to tell you about here locally in Bradley County, but on Highway 153, this is going to be at the Highway 58 exit. Crews are working an accident there, and it's blocking all lanes except for the far right-hand lane and right shoulder. So if you're headed maybe toward the Hickson area this morning, that's causing a big backup there in Hamilton County. So be aware of that. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure that all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful of the environment. Visit them online at wasteconnections-clevelandtn.com.
Now, Mayor Brooks is going to be very mad at you for writing that line for me, that a wax figure is actually the mayor of Cleveland. That is, of course, now with AI, I mean, who knows? Right. It's all up in the air. It's time for the Hardee's Wake Up. Hey, by the way, speaking of Hardee's, we'll have a special pregame show. It's the Hardee's State Tournament pregame show starting at 10:30 this morning. And I saw Gary Owenby stick his head in here. I thought the groundhog had come out. But anyway, we'll talk with Gary here.
I wondered who that was.
I know. It's kind of interesting. Our security system isn't working like it used to. Anyway, we'll have Gary on here in just a few minutes. But it's the Hardee's State Tournament pregame for Bradley Central, the Bearets, in Murfreesboro at MTSU against Knoxville Bearden. The Hardee's pregame will tip off, get it, at 10:30 this morning on, actually, Austin, I think we're going to be on Mix 104.1, and our pregame will be on MixTV.tv. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
By the way, how are you? You all right?
I'm doing good, boss.
Haven't spoken to you in several days. We only talk on the air. It's like Bridget and I. We never speak off the air.
Nope.
We just kill the... I tell them I don't talk to you because I don't want to kill the momentum, you know. I want to keep everything on the air. When in actuality, I just don't want to talk to them. Mm-hmm. Bite into the new Philly cheesesteak menu at Hardee's. They have that all-new Philly cheesesteak thick burger, 100% Angus beef patty topped with thinly sliced ribeye, fire-roasted onion and peppers, melty cheese, and mayo served on a toasted potato bun. There's a Hardee's near you, of course, this morning. Everybody there, and looking forward to that. Bridget, let's go ahead and get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's going on?
Okay, happy birthday to Patricia Davis today. She is 74. That was called in by her daughter. Hunter McCosh is 10 years old today, a student at Meigs North Elementary School in Decatur. Melissa Gaylor celebrated birthday yesterday. That is from her daughter-in-law. And then Josh Taylor is having a birthday today, of course, at L&B Appliance, and then also a Bradley County School Board member.
That's right.
Hope he has a great day today.
Hey, Josh, go ahead and give yourself a refrigerator. It's fine.
There you go. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ritipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903.
Fight this network with an urgent weekend morning update. You can go back to sleep. That's right, relax, because Hardee's now...
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
Our slogan is better mattress, better price. And at Mermaid, we really do believe that because we use the highest quality of foams, the highest quality of intercoils that go into the mattresses, and we have the highest quality people working for us. We have a number of employees that have been with us for up to 30 years, and we're very proud of that fact.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Did you know 4 out of every 10 pills contain a potential lethal dose of fentanyl? 2 salt-sized grains of fentanyl can kill. Talk to your kids today about the risks of fentanyl. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org today.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Coffee drinks sauce. You know that
in your coffee.
Excuse me?
It's a sauce they put in your coffee.
They put sauce in your coffee.
Yes.
Well, I'd say that Claudia Parker's had some different sauce in her coffee over the years. Isn't that right, Claudia? We're all family here. It's fine. Go ahead. Is that it?
Scooter's Coffee, Keith Street, in front of Leisure Time Bowling.
Man, I didn't know we put sauce in coffee. I mean, like I said, there's some people hitting the sauce a little early, but that's fine. 7:17. Tell you what, let's do this. Time for the, thinking of hitting the sauce, the Mermaid, come on. The Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, Roger Piggott.
You think the mattress business is competitive? You bet it is, and no matter how many out-of-town chains come to town, Mermaid Mattress will always be your local place to get a better mattress at a better price.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies early in the day, and then mostly cloudy this afternoon, a high of 62 and a low of 44 tonight. For tomorrow, we'll have cloudy skies with occasional rain showers during the afternoon, a high of 58 and a low of 49 tomorrow evening with more rain tomorrow night. And then on Friday, rain showers early in the day. We could see some sun later in the afternoon with a high of 62. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 44 degrees.
Next time you do that, I want you to say the sun is going to rise. No, the sun is going to shine again.
Yes.
Now, why is it going to be so cold again? This is why people. This is why I sound like this. This is why people get sick, because then things bloom and then it's over.
A little cold snap. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I read about the cherry blossoms already blooming in Washington this morning, and but then they're going to go back in and come back out, and it's just messing everything up. I mean, you can't understand it. All right, are you done?
Yep.
Well, just go ahead and say I'm Dex. I'm done. It'll be all right.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Good morning to Lindsay Bell and Jacob. Understand, buddy, you're on your way to Murfreesboro to be with BC Nation. Gonna go support the Bearettes in the state tournament. Hey, Jacob, you're 7 years old. I think you should be driving to Murfreesboro. Don't let your mom drive. She wants to hear some Dave Matthews Band.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
Hey, listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People.
It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Plans to outsource the testing of at least 550 rape kits to a private lab in Florida. More on that coming up at the top of the hour. Boy, sad news, the Sweetwater Flea Market is shutting down by the end of the month. The manager there told the Monroe County Advocate and Democrat newspaper that really they were impacted loss of customers and vendors after COVID. Formulated Solutions. We've reported on this, but more details coming out this morning about the Florida-based pharmaceutical manufacturer who will invest nearly $44 million in Bradley County, 524 new jobs, and they are taking over the former Beiersdorf plant there on Michigan Avenue Road, 455,000 square feet. Formulated Solutions. More on that also from the governor. And the replica, Gary Onby, you're going to like this story. The replica of Mayor Tom Rowland's office. Hey, Austin, put the picture up for Gary. And Steve Wells, our buddies here. On Mixed TV. Austin, do you have that picture? There it is. So there's the office in the museum.
That is so appropriate because Tom is never there. So appropriate. I hope he heard that. Just so kidding, Tom.
We're going to unveil that. Well, it's been at the museum for a couple of years, but Tom, as everyone knows, had some health problems and all that sort of thing. But we're going to have an official grand opening this Saturday from 1 until 3. It's going to be a drop by. We will have a program, short program, Mrs. Rowland, the First Lady tells me, and a dedication and ribbon cutting Saturday at the museum, 1 until 3 o'clock. And the pictures are fascinating, bunch of former presidents and all these kind of things and people he's been with. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the top story really of the day. Gary, before I talk about that, I do want to I got to mention one other thing, and that's a friend of yours and mine, Rick Kaywood, Cleveland Plywood, sponsors a portion of this broadcast. His mother passed away a couple of nights ago, and Rick's been a long-time friend of yours, and he let me know that yesterday. The arrangements by Serenity Funeral Home, and they'll have visitation Friday.
Sorry to hear that, man. We'll send him out in our thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely.
Did you?
Did you really?
I didn't know you graduated.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. Steve. Hey, move that mic a little closer to you, Steve Wills. Gary Onby, well, here we go, buddy. Here we go again.
Yep. It seems like a typical thing for the Bears to get to the state tournament. 33rd time we'll be going in school history, which is a record for any school in the state of Tennessee, boys or girls.
Wow.
And Matt Gillespie, over our good friends, TWSAA, said, well, we'll see you next year. That's the way he says every time we leave over there. And we know you're going to be here. We'll see you next year. And it's worked out pretty good for As far as we didn't get to go last year, we got upset in the sub-state at home by Oakland and lost by 2 points, I believe it was, in overtime that game. But this year we've earned our way there, so we got a tough opponent to start with. They're all tough, though. You only have 8 teams left, and there's no gimmies, no cupcakes, or anybody at all. You just have to, got to win 3 to win it. So that's what the Bears are going to try to do, like they did in 2019.
So tip-off at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Gary, you're telling me you're the first game. Is that correct?
Right. There's 6 games yesterday, 6 games today, and we'll have 2 of the 4A games that were played last night. In Bartlett won, and Green Hill won those 2 games. So we'll have 2 more this morning. That'll wrap up the 4A. And then they'll have the 1A games today, the other 4, all 4 of those, and tomorrow they'll have the 2A games. So the way it turns out, they have 4 days now because there's 4 classifications. So if you get lucky, like if you got a drone yesterday in 3A, you got Tuesday, you got Wednesday, Thursday off until Friday.
Wow.
Barrett's now will play this morning, so they'll not have to play again until Friday if they win. They got to win, but they'd play Friday morning again at 11 o'clock. So that's the schedule right now. So they have almost 2 days off if they can win. So
Steve Wells joins us. Steve, what do you make of this Barrett team this year?
It's one of the best ones I've saw in a long time. Their defense.
There you go. Move it a little close to you. Move it up. There we go.
Yeah, their defense is phenomenal. They just push you to the sideline, and they'll push you up in stands if you let them.
Yeah, they're really, really something. Gary, what do you make of the Barretts this year?
One of the best, like Steve said. I've seen a lot of them. And, the key is for us, we don't have a deep bench. We lost 2 players to injury. And Erica Swick is back now, and she's playing, but she's only played, I think, 6 games the entire year due to leg injury. So she's back, though, which, thank goodness, we got her as a sub can come in. And then, of course, we lost Grace Phillips, who started some games for us last year and this year, too. And it's just ACL tear for her. So she's been done since, December, I guess, something like that. And a non-contact, as they say, non-contact move and trying to get stopped, and she tore her knee up. So if we got to stay free of injuries, stay out of foul trouble, and we got a really good chance to win this thing. I mean, we played Bearden back in the summertime, beat them by almost 30 points up there.
Really?
At a neutral floor, yeah. And they've, of course, they're defending state champions, 35-0. They've won 57 straight games. They're ranked number 1 for a reason, because if you win a state until somebody beats you, you should still be ranked number 1, and they are ranked for that reason.
We're joined by Gary Ownby, Steve Wells, and I tell you, the way the draw's done, we had Jason on a couple mornings ago, and I mean, it's I guess a blind draw, so you got a 1 and 2 matchup right at the beginning, which is interesting.
Well, it is, and that happened also in 2A and happened in 3A.
Oh, really?
So it's not the only classification that had that happen. 1 against 2 in the first game for all 3 of those classifications.
Really?
And people have argued, well, that's not fair. That's not fair. And, I say, well, what's fair?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Oh, use the rankings. Well, whose rankings are you going to use? AP, which is like 20 riders maybe around the state, who's not seen 9 of the top 10 teams, period. Wow. Or are you going to use Coach T, who has a different top 10? Or are you going to use Max Preps, who has a different top 10? So
there's no standard measurement?
No, and the blind draw is by far the best. You've earned the right to be there. You're one of the final 8. Then just take your chance on who you draw.
Joined by Gary Ownby, Steve Wells. They're on the way to Murfreesboro. Also have Steve's grandson, Tucker White, here. What grade you in at Bradley? Freshman at Bradley Central High School. Hey, Steve, what do you know about Bearden? What do you think?
Well, they're really good. I mean, Cleveland played them 2 really close ball games. So I think 4 points one time, 6 the other.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And then, of course, they beat Udawall pretty good.
Certainly so. Well, guys, Gary, anything you want to add here before we go? You're hitting the road here in just a moment.
Be heading over to Murfreesboro and take in the games over there and head back, and hopefully we're heading back Friday morning to do the same thing again.
What time would they play Friday if they win today?
Same time, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Be the first game again Friday. Okay. That's the way the schedule falls. What they do each year is they rotate 1A, 2A, 3, and 4A so that different classifications get to play first each year. And then next year it'll be a different time. It won't be the same times for 4A. And then on the Saturday, the state tournaments, games, they rotate those as well. That way, because used to, it was always the big schools played last. Well, the little schools started squawking about that because, hey, rightfully so, hey, we need to be in the spotlight sometime. That's
right.
So they said, okay, the fair thing is just rotate every year. So they've done that for several years now.
Tip-off at 11 o'clock Eastern Time this morning. I know a lot of you folks are going. We're hearing from several people this morning heading over to Murfreesboro even as we speak. We're going to do something a little different, a little special this morning. At about 10:30, we're going to go live with a Hardee's pregame, and we're actually, Gary and I believe Brian and Steve, those guys will be all set up there at the Murphy Center, and so we'll go live with our crew, Gary and the crew, at about 10:30 this morning, then tip-off at 11. Now our pregame, the pregame will be on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv, and then of course the audio on Mix 104.1 beginning with the game at 11. And also, you need to download our free Mix 104.1 app. You can listen on your phone and mobile devices to the game today and really everything we do here. MyMix1041.com, our basketball coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. You guys have a great time. Have a safe trip.
Well, I'd like to mention, too, that there's a lot of folks have asked all year long, Cleveland, Walker Valley, and Bradley have been live streaming, but TSSAA takes control of that in the postseason. So there's no free live streaming. NFHS, which is a subscription service, $11.99 a month. If you want to sign up, TSSAA will send all of those over the streaming services that they have there.
Okay.
And you can watch it there. I've been asking umpteen times if Mix is going to be there, stream it.
We're not allowed. Yeah, they've got a deal, and they are owned by CBS. So anyway, thank you guys very much at 7:32. Good luck, and go Bearettes, and be careful going over.
We'll try to.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you about 10:30 this morning. All right, to Bridget, I tell you what, let's get a check again of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Patricia Davis. She is 74 today. That is from her daughter. Hunter McCosh is 10 years old today, a student at Meigs North Elementary in Decatur. Melissa Gaylor celebrated a birthday yesterday. That is from her daughter-in-law. Josh Taylor is celebrating a birthday today, of course, with L&B Appliance, and then also Bradley County School Board member as well. And his wife just says he is the greatest person ever. So happy birthday to Josh today.
Good Lord, what has she done? I mean, my goodness, has she met anybody else?
That's
I mean,
very
come
sweet.
on. Oh, that's very nice.
And then Faye Nolan is having a birthday today. That is from her niece. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way.
All right, let's get a check of traffic right here. 7:33 sports on the way next officially.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. The annual Don Ledford March Mania event is happening now at their pre-owned automotive center. They have over 70 quality pre-owned vehicles available for you to choose from right now with new arrivals daily. So visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. On May 1st, they are relocating to a larger, more convenient branch at 950 25th Street here in Cleveland at the intersection of 25th Street and Peerless Road. Call them at 423-458-3007. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Also, another interview we'll have about 8 o'clock as part of our news is going to be, there's the big public forum tonight at Cleveland Utilities at the Tom Wheeler Training Center for Cleveland Utility customers. Talking about a broadband business plan. That is tonight at 6:30. That's going to be at the Tom Wheeler Training Center. It's right there on Guthrie Drive, right by Cleveland Utilities headquarters. So it's a big public forum tonight. Tim Henderson, CEO of Cleveland Utilities, on his way in. He's going to speak with us. I believe he's bringing a couple of guys, I think Walt Vineyard and Marshall Stinett will be here to talk at about 8 o'clock this morning about tonight's big public forum.
Looking for the dealer who's gonna give you Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this. Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tires rated
The Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 22 minutes before 8 a.m.
When Elmer and Joy Murray started making mattresses, the company was called Made by Murray or Murray Made. Thank you for continuing to support the same family-owned and locally made business, Mermaid Mattress.
Bridget, I'm sorry. I have not given you... Yeah. Well, let's just cover it generally. But I've not given you your proper due. Today is International Women's Day.
Oh,
I have not said anything as of yet.
Okay.
But here, hey, Fruit Loops, why don't you congratulate Bridget on her day here, International Women's Day?
I didn't know. I missed it.
Oh, what do you mean you missed it? We're only 7 hours into the 24-hour day. I mean, you got time. Are we doing a contest on our social mediums?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Thank you, Bridget, for being the best part of the morning show.
Oh, thanks, Austin.
It's not what he says when you're not here. She won't be here the next couple of days, so
but I'll accept cards and gifts all day today.
International Women's Day today.
Yeah, so we do have a post up, or we'll have soon, on our Mix 1041 Facebook page, and a great giveaway with our friends at Tzatziki's. So thank you to them.
And then I got a Martha Ann's deal here that we can do next hour, but should we just make this for women only to win a entree at Martha Ann's?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. I mean, I'll go ahead and make an executive decision, which is a rarity in my life. Trust me. Let's do it. So we'll do I got to tell you what, 10 minutes. But 10 minutes on the clock. You want a free entree at Martha Ann's. Chicken and cold treats, brand new Key Street. My buddy Joe Keel over there from Cleveland High School. And they're serving breakfast right now, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you want to win, that's going to be women only. So if you're a man listening out there, nominate a woman to win. It's International Women's Day. Come on, guys. What's the matter? What's so funny?
I don't know.
Isn't every day International Women's Day? I'm okay, I'll say it.
Should be.
I know, I agree. So anyway, trust me. So if you want to win, call us or text us now, 423-614-6499. But it's women only. Women only. Now, women, you can enter yourself, or guys, enter the woman that you want to enter. 423-614-6499. If you're texting, put your name on it and put, "Show me the chicken for the women." Show me the chicken. And if you are a woman texting, you'll say, "Show me the chicken." If you're a man texting us, say, "Show me the chicken for the women." If you're calling us, just scream at Sheridan. That's all I want. Or if Ashley's here, scream at her. Now, she'll scream back.
Yes.
Speaking of International Women's Day, 423-614-6499. You got about 10 minutes to enter this. All right, Bridget, now let's do the weather.
Okay. Me? Or back
have I not played Roger yet?
No.
I thought I did. Yeah, it shows I did at 7:38. So
Okay,
I've been talking
back
3.5
to
minutes.
Partly cloudy skies this morning.
Show me the
chicken. Cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 62 and a low of 44 tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers during the afternoon, a high of 58. Rain tomorrow evening with a low of 49. And then on Friday, rain showers early in the day. We could see some sun later in the afternoon with a high of 62. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 44 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
All right, so CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, Hello Human Kindness, sports sponsored in part by the Town Squire. And on this International Women's Day, don't forget, Larry has some items in the store at the Town Squire for ladies, including some shirts and sweaters. And Larry, I know you got some other stuff. SAS ladies' shoes, among others, in honor of the Town Boutique. Remember those days? And at any rate, the Town Squire, though, Larry honoring International Women's Day today. You need new tees for spring and summer? Take a look at the selection at the Town Squire of Southern Tide and Vineyard Vines Cotton or Performance Material. Also new polo shirts and tees from Volunteer Traditions with the TriStar or Smoky. You decide. Thank you for allowing the Town Squire to serve you over all of these years. Since 1977, the Town Squire, 1717 Keith Street Northwest in Cleveland in the Stewart Park Plaza, is the shop that appreciates the customer. Show me the chicken. That's what I want you. Show me the chicken. And the only way you win is say, "Show me the chicken." That's the only way you win. Martha Ann's chicken. Boy, it is good stuff. You haven't tried it yet. Joe is open for breakfast right now. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Martha Ann's. Larry McDaniel singing the praises of Martha Ann's chicken. He loves it. Everybody that goes loves it. So head on over there and check it out. You win a free entree, women only, on this International Women's Day. And guys, nominate a woman to win that free entree for Martha Ann's. Plus, we got some other contests we're doing today. Here we go. It's the Class 4A Girls State Tournament at Middle Tennessee State University. Gary Owenby and Steve Wells joined us earlier this morning, and they're on their way. Brian Grisham also heading over to Murfreesboro. Number 2, the Bradley Central High School Barretts will play the number 1 state-ranked Knoxville Bearden today, 11 o'clock this morning, right here on Mix 104.1 and the free Mix 104.1 app, free download. at mymix1041.com. Coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We're going to go on the air with a special pregame show. The Hardys pregame at 10:30 this morning. Right here on Mix 1041. I'll be here. We'll have Gary and Brian, Steve live from MTSU. 11 Eastern. We'll go on the air with the Hardys pregame at 10:30. Tip-off at 11. Bradley, the Barretts, and Knox Bearden. Getting ready for that. The 2A Girls State Tournament. McMinn Central and Gatlinburg Pittman tomorrow, Thursday. Let me back up. If Bradley were to win today, and we hope they do, they would play again Friday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Alabama's Brandon Miller swirling in controversy right now. He's a Cane Ridge alum. Brandon Miller is the Associated Press SEC Player of the Year. At the ACC tournament last night, big upset. The Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech upset the Seminoles of Florida State 61-60. Virginia Tech, big win over Notre Dame 67-64. And the Southeastern Conference tournament, the SEC tournament, starts today in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. Now, if you're looking for George Gray on Sunday, he'll be at the championship game, he told me yesterday. So don't even look for it. He'll be, that's where he'll be. So we'll have a portion of the SEC, we'll have a portion of the SEC tournament on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. UT starts tomorrow, by the way. All right, that is sports. It's brought to you in part by the Town Squire. Don't forget, we're on the air at 10:30 this morning here on Mix 1041 and the Mix app. And I believe, Austin, we're going to be on Mix TV for the Hardys pregame at 10:30 before Bradley at 11. Is that right?
Yes.
You sound surprised.
Sure. I'll do whatever you tell me, boss.
Oh, good Lord. It's like Bridget talking about putting sauce in Scooter's coffee this morning, which, by the way, she just revealed her morning habit, I think. Boy, Scotty Mayfield's interview was extremely, extremely talked about yesterday. People were loving Scotty Mayfield.
Yeah, it's always good to have him in.
He brought the new ice cream flavors, peaches and cream. Everybody's looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was good. I had that chocolate pretzel and vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And he said what you do is you can put vanilla ice cream. Mayfield sells creamer, and a bunch of the national brands, national storefronts use it, coffee places. Put vanilla ice cream in your coffee. You can do that. What did he say about hot chocolate? You remember?
Put chocolate ice cream in hot chocolate.
I'm going to try that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So chocolate ice, because it's going to get cold again tonight. Chocolate ice cream in hot chocolate. I've never tried it in my life.
Me either.
But I'll do whatever Scotty tells me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Fruit Loops over there. Then Josh Rogers, Commissioner Rogers to you, is threatening me if I call him Fruit Loops, he's gonna hurt me. Won't put a hurt in me. The boy's lost about 70 pounds.
Wow.
But he can still probably do me in. Bobby Ludwig is with us now. Bobby, how are you, boy?
Is this thing on? Check one.
Bridget, should I tell Bobby we're not on the air and just get him to say something awful?
No.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, right. It's cold out here now, Steve. I know it's going to be cold tonight, too, but can we get this thing going?
Give me a second. I'm pouring some cream in my Scooter's coffee, if you don't mind. I'm going to... Oh, there goes one droplet, two droplets. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Bobby, have you ever tried the Mayfield ice cream and coffee or hot chocolate?
Only when I had to and we didn't have cream and I was looking for something to put in the coffee. But,
I'm sure you were.
I can't say we've done it intentionally.
The whole story there. All right, go ahead, Bobby. I don't want you to freeze this morning. Bless your little heart, hearing the birds in your head and all that.
Well, speaking of frozen, the markets were cold yesterday. The Dow down 575 after Federal Reserve Powell's comments. The Senate Dow down to 32,856. The S&P down 62 to close at 3,986. And the NASDAQ off 145 points to close at 11,530. So markets were cooling off yesterday, Steve. Back to you guys. Enough of the puns. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, and it makes me like a proud dad, or in my case, a granddad. Bobby, when you do the segues, because I remember 15 or 16 years ago, however long you've been doing this, do you think Bobby could do a seg? Of course not. Bobby, I mean, segging, zig-zagging beautifully down the field it goes.
He's cold.
Oh, okay.
Come a long way, Steve, haven't we?
Bobby,
after 15, 20 years or so on the radio, you've come a long way too.
I had a teenage girl ask me in a store yesterday, she said, well, you know, today we're doing discounts for people over 50. I'm not kidding, she really said it.
Oh, no.
She's like a teenage girl. I laughed. I said, you have made my year. That is wonderful. Bobby Ludwig, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And Bobby, as you stand out in the cold doing this report, let's go back to year number one. Let's take the highlights of each year of you on the broadcast, Bobby, as you stand out there.
That's right. Hey, and for all your investment retirement needs, give me a call, 473-2215. Again, it's 473-2215. Or you can stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota. You're right by the old Liner gas station.
Bobby, his tongue is frozen. Bobby, part of the frozen chosen. All right, and we're still giving away, I think we got a couple of minutes left. If you want to win a Martha Ann's entree, my buddy Joe Keel at Martha Ann's on Keith Street across from Life Care Corporate. And they've got breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's Martha Ann's hot chicken and cold treats, and everybody's loving it. And they've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're serving it this morning. So we'll give that away here in just a few minutes. Also on the way in, Cleveland Utilities CEO, one of my favorite people in the world, Tim Henderson.
He's here.
Tim's already here?
Yeah, they are.
Are they all three here?
I think they're all here.
Walt Vineyard, Marshall Stinett. Now, Walt still got that restraining order on you, so just stay away from him anyway. So they're going to come in. They've got a big public forum tonight at Cleveland Utilities talking about the future of broadband with Cleveland Utilities. The business plan is online. They've also got, well, as yesterday, if you wanted to speak, you had to fill out a deal yesterday, but, you know, speak now or forever hold your peace. And we don't want to hear from you, quite frankly. We don't care. Well, I don't. I mean, they may, but anyway. That's tonight, 6:30 at the Tom Wheeler Training Center at Cleveland Utilities.
A name and brand that you can trust.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associates. It's not insurance, it's health care.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to you all soon.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
So, Kessling and Bertelkamp, boy, they're entertaining. They're great. They'll have the SEC tournament starting with UT tomorrow. Talk 101.3 The Buzz. I think they play about 3:30. You'd think we know this. Tennessee coverage presented by TVFCU. Janet Jackson, call me. Miss Janet, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
I think that you at home will also be smiling because we have some really gorgeous weather in store for us today. I wanted to start off and show you a look at our clouds and fog map. Now, what's showing up on here right now is cloud cover, and you can tell because it's moving instead of the fog staying in one spot, but these are some low-level clouds, but you can see that kind of general movement draping down slightly from the northwest to the southeast. That's because we have this approaching cold front to our area, and that's bringing a few clouds this morning, but they're going to be clearing out, and you're going to have a lot of sunshine for the day today. And even right now, for a lot of locations, it's a mostly clear sky. So no rainfall today because we are talking about mainly sunny conditions, but as we look ahead to tomorrow, about a 20% chance we can see a couple of light isolated showers, basically sprinkles, more likely your Wednesday evening time, but then rain really returns on Thursday and Friday, so greater rain chances at that point. As we look ahead to the weekend, Saturday does seem like it's going to be the pick day of the weekend. Now, there's still some time we can see some fluctuation of that rain timing, but right now it does look like very low chances for Saturday, whereas scattered showers for Sunday, so kind of keep that in mind for your weekend plans, and that shower activity continuing into Monday of next week. So let's take a peek at Futurecast. There's that cold front that I was mentioning that's passing over our area this morning. And otherwise for your Tuesday afternoon, again, plentiful sunshine, just a few clouds here and there. Wind coming down from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It will be a little bit breezy with gusts around 20 miles per hour. One note I wanted to let you know about, particularly for our North Georgia communities, the National Weather Service out of Atlanta has gone ahead and said, hey, you know what, there's going to be high fire danger risk this afternoon because we'll have that wind from the north, but also low humidities. So certainly do be careful if you had any plans to burn something today. Use extra caution. Even better yet, check with your local burn permitting authority and make sure that it's okay to do that burning today. And again, that's particularly for North Georgia. That humidity is going to be slightly lower in those locations. As we look ahead to tonight into tomorrow, clouds are going to be on the increase. So we'll look at partly cloudy skies tonight, and then tomorrow, do expect more clouds, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Now, most of your Wednesday is still going to be dry. You can see that green just to the west of us. This is Wednesday afternoon around about 3:45. As we go through into Wednesday evening, a couple of isolated showers possible. That's about it. That was that 20% chance. But notice more rain moves in for Thursday. So Thursday and Friday, those are going to be the days that we're certainly seeing that increase for rainfall. Now, this system that's going to pass us on Friday is really passing on Friday morning. So just that bulk of the rain on Friday happening during the morning time. And then once that system passes, even partial clearing for your afternoon. So getting a little bit of sunshine and drier conditions, colder air filtering back in for the weekend, even a little bit of blue on the map that you're seeing the Smoky Mountains up into Kentucky, West Virginia. So that means there could be a little bit of snowflakes falling in those locations. Not for us here, though. Locally, it's going to be rain and then just kind of that cool down heading into Friday night and Saturday. Total rainfall with this event through the end of the day on Friday, about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches is what we're expecting across our area. Now, right now, again, quiet conditions, just a few clouds here and there. Upper 40s to low 50s for our current temperatures, 53 degrees in Chattanooga. As we look at your day planner, 56 at 8 a.m., mostly sunny, plentiful sunshine through the day today. And yes, once again, several hours in the 70s. It's going to be warm.
Tense of the office of former Cleveland Mayor Tom Rowland, now an official exhibit in the Museum and Cultural Center at Five Points. And there will be a special dedication and ribbon cutting this Saturday at the museum from 1 until 3 o'clock. Public invited to attend. And it is going to be a great time. And That is, and if you're watching mixtv.tv right now, that is a picture, the exact replica of Tom's office. And anyway, there it is, all the memorabilia, all the pictures. I tell you, it is like not just walking through local history, but national history. All the presidents who Tom, of course, for those of you who may be new to the area, Tom Rowland was the owner of this station, was on the morning. He was the morning show, Tom's Clock Show, on this station for about 30 years. And then he became the mayor, and his office, I was just supposed to go and, look at the pictures. You can do that. Even if you can't make it Saturday, it's an exhibit at the museum. It's like same idea, Bridget, as a presidential library. Mm-hmm. So it's incredible what he did here locally on a national basis. Mm. And then, of course, when he became mayor, going to the White House and the Capitol, Washington, visiting national officials at least every year, usually more than once a year. But anyway, all that Saturday, Saturday the 11th. This Saturday, 1 until 3, we will have a special program as part of that. Formulated Solutions, the Florida-based pharmaceutical manufacturer, will invest nearly $44 million in Bradley County, bring over 500 new jobs to the area. That is where the former Beiersdorf was located. And so that's coming up. Plus this big public forum tonight with Cleveland Utilities at the Tom Wheeler Training Center about broadband. Broadband for Cleveland Utilities customers. That is on the plan is on their website. You can see that, but it's going to be a big meeting tonight. So we're going to have Tim Henderson, CEO of Cleveland Utilities, along with some, I believe, Marshall Stinett's here, and also Walt Vineyard. Going to talk with them in a moment. Also, another reminder, Bradley Central High School Bearettes in the state tournament, facing Knoxville Bearden at 11 o'clock Eastern time this morning, today, live from MTSU. We're going to have a special pregame, the Hardys pregame at 10:30. Will actually be on Mix 1041 Radio and MixTV.tv. And, of course, our full coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Now, a couple ways to listen. You can listen on Mix 1041. You can also listen on the free Mix 1041 app at free download at mymix1041.com. And we're going to have a big time with that. Bridget, you're an alum. Gotta be excited.
Yeah, cheering on the Bearettes today for sure.
Facing the #1 team in the state, but as Gary Ownby told us earlier, they beat Bearden back in the summer at a neutral site. So anyway, that is the news.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. All right, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. Happy birthday to Patricia Davis, who is 74 today. That is from her daughter. Hunter McCosh is 10 years old today, a student at Meigs North Elementary. Melissa Gaylor celebrated birthday yesterday. That's from her daughter-in-law. Josh Taylor is celebrating today, of course, with L&B Appliance, and then he's also a Bradley County School Board member. Faye Nolan is having a birthday today. That is from her niece. Sue Beam is 86 today. That is from her family. Victor and Wanda Calfee, they are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary today. Congratulations to them. And then Kim Daniel is having a birthday today as well. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security.
Gonna check the streets right here at now 4 minutes after 8.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck annual March Mania event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there, and as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 101. Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
House is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com. Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
It's time for Bradley County to start talking about fentanyl. Did you know in 2021 there were over 20 overdose deaths related to fentanyl in our town? ATS The Bridge is committed to educating and spreading awareness about drug abuse and bring a message of hope to our community. Our community is worth it. Even if substance abuse is the last thing to worry about with your kid, their awareness can help save a friend. For more info, visit atsthebridge.org. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org.
Have a special Hardee's pregame at 10:30. We'll be here doing that, plus with Gary and Brian, Steve, all of them live at MTSU. That is this morning, Bradley in the state tournament. Well, functioning right now as our 8 o'clock news is a very important subject. Joined now by the CEO of Cleveland Utilities, Tim Henderson. Also our longtime friends, Marshall Stinett, Walt Vineyard. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing great. Good morning.
Good morning, and Tim, it is such a big night tonight, a big public forum. Tell us what's going to be happening with Cleveland Utilities tonight.
Well, Steve, we're super excited to be participating in a look at broadband for the utilities in Cleveland. So this is something that goes way back. We looked at this probably going all the way back to 2001. This is what we affectionately call 5.1 look at entering the broadband venture at Cleveland Utilities. So tonight, really what we're trying to do is provide an opportunity for community to provide their comments and feedback. So they'll get a look at the business plan itself. I've got my 2 team members with me here that are certainly very involved in this process, and so they're going to get a look at what that business plan looks like for us. We've not made a decision from a board perspective, and it's just a process. This is the furthest we've ever been in the process for broadband look in our community. So that's exciting in and of itself. So we're hopeful people will come out and express either concern or certainly excitement with us in that respect.
Walt, Vineyard, like Tim said, the process further along this time. Why is that, do you think, this timing?
I think that the pricing involved, materials, the ability for us to be able to provide the symmetrical speeds. It's just been a much better look at it this time compared to the first 4 times we looked at it.
Yes. Yes.
So, Marshall, farther along in the process than ever.
That's correct. So this time around, we've made it through the full comptroller review, through the TVA review, and we've got to this public sector. So this is going to give us a good opportunity to lay out the business plan in front of the community, give them the opportunity to see what does this cost, what are the opportunities for the public to consume from the product, and then what are the benefits to the entire utility system. I think that's the biggest component we got to really hone in on and make sure people understand is this is not just providing broadband internet to our community. This is strengthening our community with an asset that we can utilize in all divisions for many, many years to come.
We're joined by Tim Henderson, Marshall Stinett, Walt Vineyard, Cleveland Utilities. It's at 6 o'clock tonight in the Tom Wheeler Training Center. Tim, I know the plan is on your website. Is that right?
It is, Steve. We've had that there for quite a bit. For those that have already signed up to speak, I think the window closed for that yesterday. So we have a list of those that are certainly registered to speak. We are hopeful that after we get those comments that we'll have a period of time where we can record further questions for those that might not have gotten registered as we close the meeting, but we'll record all those questions and answer those in their entirety on that website as well to make sure we're being super transparent with everything that we do in this respect.
Walt, what are your hopes for tonight? What do you hope comes out of the public forum tonight at 6 o'clock?
So what we'll do is explain the benefits for the electric system, along with, as Marshall mentioned, along with the products that we'll be offering to the public. And Tim had made an interesting comment before. This is a product for the first time that we've been able to customers have a choice whether they want to use us or not. So that's something different than our line of work where we've always been, we're the provider for electric, we're the provider for water, we're the provider for wastewater. This will be something that the public has a choice over, and that'll be interesting to hear the comments from the public on that.
Well, as someone who, we've given people a choice of radio stations over the years, I don't know if you want to go down that road, Walt, because not many people choose us, quite frankly. Hey, Marshall, digging down a little bit more into this, the broadband area. And look, I'm not very bright, as you know. I'm a layman. So what could all of this, and when you say broadband, we're talking internet, are we talking television? Are we talking other things like that?
So the way the business plan was created, it's under the idea of providing internet and telephone services.
Okay.
If you look at the way the television industry has gone over the last 5 to 10 years, it's completely gotten away from the idea of having a television provider that gives you a box. What I do think we will aid people in, though, is helping them with how do they sign up for an over-the-top or a online streaming version. And I think that's what's going to differentiate us is since we're not in that business, we'll be able to assist them with choosing whichever provider they want and then giving them the best internet connection they possibly can have to stream that over that.
Wow. That's unbelievable. Tim, I know, how long have you been with Cleveland Utilities now, Tim Henderson?
So I'm actually in probably my 29th year.
29th, Walt Vineyard?
Yeah.
31.
31. Now, Marshall, you're the youngest one here, but how long?
I'm closing in 10 years.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
especially Tim, Walt, did you ever, I mean, look, when you started, the way that technology has
Yes.
changed and the amazing speed that it's going, could you ever imagine us having this conversation 29, 31 years ago?
Certainly not in the same look. And, you know, Marshall spoke, Steve, to some of the ancillary benefits of what this can do for the Cleveland utilities as a whole. And that's really probably more important to us than anything. And I think you'll hear that message clearly tonight. The benefits of what it's going to provide for the electric system long term is just enormous. The broadband is part of that we feel like the community can benefit from in terms of having that. But it's more important to really strengthen the electric system.
Walt, Vineyard, let's get some final comments. Walt, a final comment for you, and then Marshall, and then we'll end with Tim. Walt?
Sure. As Tim said, grid modernization is a key component of this. We've been working on our substations for 10 plus years to get our electronics at the, relays at the substation upgraded for us to be able to do a distribution automation system, which is a self-healing isolation of outages network. That's the key thing for us on this whole project is the grid modernization.
Wow. Marshall, final comment from you, buddy.
I think tonight's going to be a good opportunity for the community to come out and hear what is truly facts. So unfortunately, we've had a lot of misinformation out in the public about what this might mean for our community. The fact to sit down and talk to our community about the fact that we aren't including rate increases and we aren't talking about selling data. We're talking about providing a service that is going to be far better than any of the competition in town. And then, like Tim said, benefiting every part of the community.
Tim, final comment for you, plus the details, if you will, one more time about tonight.
So tonight at our Tom Wheeler Training Center, named after our long-serving manager, Tom Wheeler, which is right across the street from the main Power Service Center, very well branded. You'll see the name there. It will be lit up. That's where the meeting will take place. Just come in the double doors, 6 o'clock. Certainly, we'll try to kick that off right on time. We're hopeful that people will come out and provide, you know, the feedback we'd like to hear, obviously. And we certainly will be giving the message of exactly what that business plan looks like. And to Marshall's points, we're going to really, you know, make it very evident. These are the facts of what we're actually presenting and the options that will be there for our community to consider. And again, we're just at that stage where we're getting the information out there. The utility board will make a decision if they want to recommend to city council, and city council will look at that. They will take an in-depth look as well as they have through this process to date, and we'll see what happens. We'll tell the story, and you know, if our community has the desire to do it, we certainly are hopeful we can move forward with it.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming this morning. I know it's a busy day. Cleveland Utilities. And on the Bradley State Tournament game today, you'll be hearing those Cleveland Utility free throws.
That's right.
And
That's
I know
right.
we're all,
Absolutely.
Tim,
Absolutely.
you're a Cleveland High Hall of Famer, but I know you say go Bears.
You know what? We're all a part of a community. We're all Bradley County, whether you live in the city or not.
That's right.
And we will be supporting the Bradley Bears for sure.
We certainly will tonight. Guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming. All right, again, tonight, 6 o'clock, the Tom Wheeler Training Center, that public forum, and we'll be covering it tonight and bring you the results of that tomorrow morning with our coverage right here. All right, we are back with our obituary program coming up next.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
All right, Mix 1041 WCLE. Good morning, everybody. It's time for our obituary program, and the obituary program brought to you by Rob Buckner Funeral Home, and the service will be Friday at 3 o'clock in term in the Sunset Memorial Gardens. Ranges by the Serenity of Cleveland Funeral Home, and cremation services for Joan Marie Kaywood, age 91, of Cleveland, who passed away in the evening on March the well, actually, it was in the morning on March the 7th, and we're praying for Rick and the whole family. Oh, my goodness, Eunice Evans, and we thought the world of her. Eunice Evans, age 86, longtime resident of Cleveland, died on Monday at her home with her family by her side. And, you know, she goes back to Bradley Memorial Hospital, worked with my grandmother there, as a matter of fact, attended Calvary Baptist Church. As so many people would say Calvary Baptist Church, you remember that name so well. And it's now Cleveland Christian Fellowship as we think about South Ocoee Street. Anyway, arrangements by the Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory for Eunice Evans. Wonderful, wonderful woman, age 86. And she had been at Bradney Memorial Hospital, retired from there. We had a lot of friends here. A lot of people know that family. And at any rate, arrangements by Ralph Buckner Funeral Home. Ann Nani Travis, age 103, longtime resident of Cleveland, wonderful lady, passed away on last Saturday, 103, at a local health care facility. Her family by her side over 30 years at the Bowman Hills Seventh-day Adventist Church, and wonderful woman. Arrangements by the Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory. This report sponsored by Ralph Buckner Funeral Home. Visit ralphbuckner.com. Bridget?
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Chevrolet annual March Mania event. They are saying yes to low interest rates in 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway in Don Ledford, Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow when out of school. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory, or visit Cleveland-
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, a business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
$499. A mattress you can flip and rotate just like you used to, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies early in the day and then giving way to mostly cloudy skies by this afternoon, a high of 62 and a low of 44 tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers during the afternoon, a high of 58 and a low of 49 tomorrow evening with rain tomorrow night. And then on Friday, we'll have rain showers early in the day, could see some sun later in the afternoon with a high of 62. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 40. 45 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
And we are joined by our longtime friend, Robert Bradney, the general manager of Bender Realty. Robert, good morning.
Good morning, Steve and Bridget. How are y'all?
Doing good. I wanted to have you in this morning because here we are. We're knocking on the door of springtime, and a lot of people are thinking about buying and selling homes right now.
They are. They sure are. And the market, that's kind of, I'm glad you let me come in because I kind of want to give you a little bit of market update that lets you see that real estate is still happening and it's busy and it's a good situation. And we are coming up on our biggest selling season, which is spring, and we are seeing that change. So just to kind of give you some numbers, this is from January 1st of 2020 through March 7th, which was yesterday, and that compared to this year, listings are up 3.25%.
Wow.
So that's in units, that's not a whole lot. Currently 254 active residential listings. Last year it was 246. Closed sales are down 9%. So see, it's not terrible. You know, we're right along there, and in units, that's just 20 units down for that 3-month period. Average sales price is $329,000. Last year it was $286,000, so sales are still strong.
Wow.
So we're still calling that a seller's market because they're getting higher prices still. And then our average days on market, that has jumped up. That's up 90%. So homes last year were selling in 33 days or less. Now that's 63 days or less. So we're seeing price reductions. You know, that's kind of helping us level off the market. Interest rates are still good. They're jumping back and forth. We had somebody tell me. I had somebody tell me yesterday that they've got buyers out there waiting until we get back down to 2%. Guys, I don't think that will ever happen, or should I say, I don't think that'll ever happen in my lifetime.
I don't think so.
And who knows? I may not be here much longer.
Oh,
but,
come on.
You know, that's still they're creeping up there at 7%, but they've gotten down 6%, 6.5%, and the projection over the next couple of years is that they're going to kind of stay in that 5 to 7% range, which is still good. Like I said, I remember when Jill and I bought our first house, we paid over 10% in 1990. So that's it's been a while, but it's still 10%, and that's a high interest rate. Okay. So market's looking good.
We're joined by Robert Bradney, general manager, Bender Realty, and of course Bender brings the experience, brings the community knowledge. Is that what sets you apart, Robert, do you think?
I think it's our commitment to service, to good service, our commitment to the community. Like I said, we've been doing this a long time. We've got agents that have been with us, many years, 25, 30 years. We just had our awards banquet, and there's a couple of people. Donna Bales just celebrated 25 years. She and I started together 25 years ago.
Wow.
And so she's been in the business a long time. Shout out to our top agent for the year, Amy Wagner, was our top listing, top selling, and top overall producer. And of course, the Adam Hammond team, which is a great group, they did super well. But overall, we had a great year. We exceeded our expectations in sales, and of course, we looked at that realistically. That we knew that it wasn't going to be like it was the year before, but it turned out to be a great year. So yeah, we're look to us for guidance. We try to do the best job we can for our clients and our customers. And right now, that's pricing strategies and understanding how to price and how to get the most out of your house, but still get it sold. And that's a chore in today's market. So.
Joined by Robert Bradney, Bender Realty. Another part of Bender I want to bring up is your property management division, because I know you've done some updates and things like this.
Certainly, and yes, we do have a property management division that they do a super great job. Same thing, been serving the community for over 50 years. We just launched them a new website, so they have their own standalone website away from ours. We wanted to give them that presence because there's so much utilization of the internet today. All of our listing, or all all of our availabilities and everything are online. All of our applicants, tenants apply online. They do maintenance requests online. So all of that has been automated and it's working great. So that new website is benderrealtypm.com, and we're getting ready to relaunch our website. We've done a complete facelift of that as well.
Right.
Hopefully that's going to relaunch within the next 30 days. We're finishing up some things on that. And just overall at Bender Realty, we've got a lot of great things happening. Brian Workman has kind of stepped into his dad's role. Jim is still very much actively working, but Brian has stepped into his role as the principal broker and principal broker, and then I'll continue my position as managing broker. So we've got a lot of good things going on at Bender Realty.
Well, and you're talking about the facelift on the website. I know Jim Workman's also getting a facelift, and maybe we'll do that in concert with the website.
We'll see how that works out.
I mean, he really needs one. So anyway,
easy.
Well, come on, Robert Bradney. Well, he's so mean to me, it's unbelievable. Robert Bradney, Bender Realty. All right, Robert. Now, how do we get in touch with you and all of your people at Bender Realty?
Yeah, to reach any of our agents, call us at 423-472-2173. Stop by our office. Our office is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We still welcome walk-ins. Visit our website at bender-realty.com, or our property management is 423-476-5518, or like I said, the property management website is benderrealtypm.com.
That's the Bender Realty Nighttime Show.
That's right.
Bender PM. I like that. Robert, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you having us by.
Robert Bradney and Bridget both attended MTSU, and I don't know what their class schedule and attendance was like, but
it was good.
Lily Bradney is probably better, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
One would think. Well, Bridget, I'm going to leave it with you and Dwayne from here on out. I'll be back at 10:30 this morning as we have our Hardee's pregame. Speaking of MTSU, Bradley Central High School, the Barretts will tip off at 11 o'clock this morning right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix 104.1 app. You can download our app for free and listen on your phone and mobile devices to the game with Gary Onby and Brian Grisham live from MTSU. We're going to have a special pregame at 10:30 this morning. Bradley's the first game over there. And so we'll set up, go at 10:30, and then to the game at 11. Our pregame, our Hardee's pregame, will be on mixtv.tv and Mix 104.1. And then our game coverage, as always, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll be back in just a moment. Have you checked out the Town Squires?
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory, or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves. Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associates. It's not insurance, it's health care.
Why rain on County Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute, your regional leaders in vascular care. February is Heart Month. What do you know about cardiovascular disease? Here are some fast facts to remember. 52% of high blood pressure deaths, the silent killer, occur in women. Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States will have a myocardial infarction. Stroke accounts for approximately 1 of every 19 deaths in the United States, on average every 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Many cardiac and stroke events can be prevented through education and lifestyle changes. Take the time to sustain your changes and control the risk factors that can be managed, such as establishing a primary care provider, exercising daily and eating a healthy diet, maintaining your diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and quitting smoking. For more information about vascular disease, visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com or call their office at 423-602-2750 to be evaluated. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you. So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today, home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Place to get a better mattress at a better price.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies this morning, becoming mostly cloudy by this afternoon, a high of 63 and a low of 44 tonight. For tomorrow, we'll have cloudy skies with occasional rain showers during the afternoon, a high of 58 and a low of 48 tomorrow evening with rain tomorrow night. And then on Friday, we'll have rain showers during the morning, partly cloudy by the afternoon with a high of 62. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 46 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, right now, as it's 8:37 here, we're going to go ahead and get into a check of sports for you from the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. But before we do that, we want to hear from our friends at Solutions Finance.
Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture and appliance purchases, and other worthwhile purpose. Solutions Finance. Keith Street, phone 339-6772.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE. It's time now for your CHI Memorial Sports Desk update. CHI Memorial, hello, human kindness. And we say hello to everybody out there this morning. And maybe you're in your car getting ready to head over towards Murfreesboro to MTSU to watch the big game today. We're going to talk about that right here at the top of our sports report. It's the 4A Girls State Tournament at MTSU later this morning as number 2 ranked Bradley, the Bearets, will take on number 1 ranked Knoxville Bearden. As we'll get started with that today with our Hardee's pregame at 10:30. Tip-off set for 11 o'clock right here on Mix 104.1 and anywhere around the world on the free Mix 104.1 app. Again, the Bearets taking on Bearden today. We are so happy to be able to bring you that. Of course, as always, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. The 2A Girls State Tournament, McMinn Central versus Gatlinburg Pittman. That will be tomorrow. We'll give you updates on that as we get more information. In college basketball, Alabama's Brandon Miller is the AP SEC Player of the Year. And then the ACC tournament last night, it was Georgia Tech over Florida State, 61-60. 60. And then Virginia Tech 67-64 over Notre Dame. The SEC tournament begins today in Nashville. The Tennessee Vols will not be in action till tomorrow, and we'll definitely bring you coverage of that in the SEC tournament. Talking about basketball and things we're very, very proud of, we're going to go ahead and give a quick segue right here. I'm going to roll the music down there, and we're going to welcome in a few guests into our studios this morning to talk about sports. We got Carmen Lastoria here, and also Coach Bubba Smith of the Lee Flames. Coach Rowe could not join us because of what's going on with him this morning as they are traveling. Good morning, gentlemen. And I just want to start off with you, Carmen. First of all, let's revisit what happened last weekend with the Lee Lady Flames and Flames, as you guys had some great broadcasts.
Yeah, it's March Madness. It's here, Dwayne, and we're excited. It's postseason basketball. And, yeah, we were in the conference tournament last weekend down in Birmingham. Samford University hosts at the Pete Hanna Center. So it's always such a fun event, a well-run event. And on the women's side, we got a big win against Valdosta State on Saturday in the semis, so it's set up for the third straight year we met Union in the GSC championship game. Unfortunately, for the third straight year, Union got the best of us. It was a great game, though. I mean, the game was tied at 62 in the fourth quarter, and Union pulled away there at the end. But because of the body of work, the Lady Flames were GSC regular season champions, and so they certainly had punched their ticket with an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. So they will be heading down today. They're heading down to Tampa. And they will play on Friday at 7:30, and they'll play Lynn University in the 4-5 matchup. And you can listen to it right here on Mix 104. That'll be at 7:30. And so we're excited. It's tournament time. The Lady Flames are back in the tournament, 8th straight year. So every year that we've been postseason eligible, they have punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament. So just a tribute to Marty Rowe and the consistency of that program. And then on the men's side, had a great battle in the GSC semifinals with West Alabama. I mean, it was a close game. We led it 8 at the half. Had a shot to win it there at the end. Got a pretty good look at the end of regulation. Game goes into overtime. West Al got us there in overtime. They ended up winning the GSC championship. But once again, much like the women, the men's body of work, they had a wonderful regular season. And so they got the number 4 seed on their side of the tournament. And so third time that the men have qualified for the NCAA tournament, and Coach Bubba Smith and the boys will be flying down to Nova Southeastern. That's down in Fort Lauderdale. They'll fly down tomorrow. They will play on Saturday. So, hey, it's here. March Madness is here. We're excited. And to have both our programs in the tournament, man, it's an exciting time, and we're looking forward to it. Should be great matchups.
Coach Bubba Smith joins us as well. The Lee Flames. Coach, never gets old, does it, being able to continue and extend the season out, does it?
No, it's exciting. I think to be able to represent, the GSC and our university down in Florida is exciting for our team. And, to be able to do this 3 out of the last 4 years is pretty special for, again, a program that was kind of it was a rebuild from the ground up. And, and so we're excited to be able to do that. And the league the GSC is so tough. And we got 4 teams in the national tournament out of our league.
Wow.
And, 8 go to our region, and 4 of them are from the GSC. It tells you how tough our league is. And so we're really, really excited to be going down. And we're heading down to Nova Southeast, who's hosting the region and undefeated, number 1 team in the country. And and we're excited to be able to be matched up with West Georgia. So we'll play them, a GSC conference team, in the first round. Winner of that game will advance to play the winner, I think, of Nova Southeastern and Miles. And so, we got one more day of prep, and then we'll be flying out tomorrow.
Good stuff right there. Yeah, we're talking about Lee athletics, in particular basketball right now for the Lee Lady Flames and Flames. Very proud of these 2 teams and what they accomplished. Coach, I guess, there's never a good time to take a loss. You always want to continue to go. But I guess right now you can kind of go back and build on that because now you're in the national tournament, and that's just another step forward.
It is, and it's and every team at this point is earned the opportunity to be there, and it's and the teams are so good, and so you just got to, and I told our guys the other day, I said, listen, this is, we've made the national tournament before. This is not the first time. And so some teams that are getting there maybe for the first time, you're just excited to be there.
Sure.
We really feel like we can go down there and win games. And so, that's the next big step is hey, let's get past that first round and get past that second round. So our team feels confident that we can do that. Obviously, we're seeing a familiar opponent with West Georgia. We beat them twice in the regular season, both really, really good games. and so that's going to be a big challenge. But if you get past that one, you have a chance to play the number one team in the country, and that'll give you a good measuring stick for where you are in your program and where you want to be. But our guys are really excited about the challenge and the opportunity.
Tell me about, is it easier as a coach to go back and look at film, a team you played a few times, like with West Georgia, like you're talking about, or is it better to face an opponent that you really haven't seen before? What is the mindset for the team?
I think for the team, as far as their preparation, I mean, we know each other so well. I mean, we know them and they know us, and so I think there's a lot of familiarity. The margins are going to be really small in these games. It's kind of like when we played COVID season, you played a team back to back.
Right.
I mean, it was just, if you beat a team the first time by 20, the next game you might be on by 1 or lose. I mean, it's just, and so these games, the margins are so small, and you know each other so well. So it's you got to do what you do well. No secrets, I think, in this game, and they're a really well-coached team with good players, and so, yeah. Would you like to see someone else? Yeah, I think sometimes you like to see a different opponent, because again, I think what we do is unique and particular, and offensively, I think sometimes it's really hard to plan for. So, but I think we know what West Georgia and Dave's going to do, and I think he knows what we're going to try to do, and it's just who can do it best probably in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game is going to win.
Yeah, I guess executing the plays and making sure the baskets fall. Sometimes the rim seems a little smaller, doesn't it? I mean,
especially in March. Yeah, especially in March.
That rim just seems to shrink, and you just can't figure out why the ball won't go in the hoop there. Carmen, tell me more about what we want to get the listening audience to know this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've got it jam-packed all weekend long. And so the women, as I mentioned, the women are the number 4 seed. They will play against Lynn University. So that is a unique matchup. That'll be the first time we've ever played Lynn. They're a Sunshine State Conference school down in Florida, and so there'll be a little unknown there for the Lady Flames, but they'll match up with Lynn on Friday at 7:30. We'll be on the air at 7:20 with the pregame show, and then the tip at 7:30. And so myself, Philip Tang, will have the call of that, and then I'll get in the car and I'll head over to Fort Lauderdale from Tampa and be ready to be on the call for the men on Saturday at 7:30. The men and women will actually play at the same time. If the women win on Friday, which we're hoping and anticipating, then the women will be matched up with the number 1 seed Tampa on the women's side at 7:30 Saturday, and the men, of course, will take on West Georgia in the opening round. So they'll be a day apart. In how they're set up, the men and the women. And so, yeah, both teams will play at 7:30, hopefully on Saturday. And so I'll be on the call for the men, and we'll have that around 7:30 as well. And so if the men win against West Georgia on Saturday, then, like Coach Smith said, then they get a shot at the Giant, right? They get the shot at the number 1 team, Nova Southeastern, undefeated. And that's what you want. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to go through those guys in order to get where you want to go. And so I think our guys are ready. Jace Willingham is wrapping up a great career. He was named to the All-Conference first team. P.J. Smith, who's just continued to get better as a sophomore, he was named to the GSC second team. And so, Michael McGurk, also a senior. I know those guys want to go out. They want to go out the right way, and they've done so much for the program. And so we're excited that they get to continue to play some basketball in March and on this stage. And I'll echo what Coach Smith said. You don't take these moments for granted. I think you have to enjoy where you're at. There's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into getting to this moment. And so you take time to enjoy the moment, but also you're not satisfied. We expect to go down there and be competitive and make some noise on both the men's and women's side. And then, of course, on the women's side, Coach Marty Rowe was named the GSC Coach of the Year.
Yes.
Regular season champions. Haley Schubert was a first-team all-conference selection, and Mallory Hampton was a second-team all-conference selection. And Haley Schubert has over 2,000 points. She has over 500 career rebounds and over 500 career assists. And over the weekend, she moved into 3rd all-time in Lady Flames history on the all-time scoring list. So if they stay alive for a few games and she has some of her typical games, she's got a chance to probably get to the number 2 slot and maybe even creep up on number 1, Holly German-Lowe, who's coaching over in Polk County. Yeah. So, Holly, if you're listening, you may be sweating it out a little bit. But no,
that's great.
One of the things that makes this so fun, Dwayne, is both of these teams, both the Flames and Lady Flames, have such good seniors. Not just good basketball players, but great kids. that have made such a huge impact on the culture and our program. And so I'm just excited that they get to roll the ball out there a few more times, hopefully this weekend. Have some fun, enjoy it, and let's make some noise.
There you go. We're talking about Lee Lady Flames and Flames. Both of them will be in the D2 National Tournament starting on Friday for the Lady Flames, Saturday for the Flames. And we'll carry the games on the trio stations here of WCLE. May have a doubleheader. We're hoping for a doubleheader on Saturday.
We know the men will play Saturday at 7:30. We're hoping the women will be on one of the other stations as well. So if they win on Friday, they'll play again on Saturday.
So we're looking forward to that coverage. Going to come back over to Coach Bubba Smith one more time. Coach, whenever we talk about basketball around here, I mean, we're pretty blessed. We're talking about Lee Lady Flames and Flames today playing the national tournament. We're talking about the Bearettes playing in the state tournament today. I know you guys keep up with local high school sports. You kind of keep up with those teams. And I'm sure you guys want to give a little shout out to the Bearettes this morning as they are prepared. And a lot of people in the cars today driving that way. So whatever you guys would like to say to those teams.
Yeah, listen, if you're a sports fan, this area, this community, I don't know if there's a better area and community in the state of Tennessee or the Southeast. I mean, this is some unbelievable high-level basketball, great coaching. Coach Reuter's done a phenomenal job over there with the Bearettes. Zach Carpenter's doing a great job with those guys. I mean, Coach Williams, Coach Tucker. I mean, we got some really, really fine people and fine coaches leading these programs. And so it's a great sports community, a great sports town. And so, we'll all be paying attention to what's going on in Murfreesboro today and cheering on for the Bearettes. And it's just a great sports town, a great sports community, and it's fun to be a part of.
Absolutely. Carmen?
Yeah, one of the things I love is, man, there's a great pipeline. You know, we try and keep the local talent here in town. I mean, you know, we have a lot of athletes that come from right here in Bradley County, and we love that. And so, yeah, the Bearettes, I mean, Coach Reuter's done such a phenomenal job with that program and, you know, winning the state title a few years ago. But I know they're hungry for more. And, man, I'd love to see them bring the gold ball back once again to Bradley County, and best of luck to them. I know they got a tough draw, from my understanding.
Talking about number ones, they get number one out of the gate.
The TSSAA has got to come up with a better formula. You can't have your best teams playing right off the bat there in Murfreesboro. But listen, like we said about Nova Southeastern on the men's side in D2 basketball, they're the number one team. You got to eventually beat them anyway.
You got to get there.
So if you're going to win the state title, you're going to have to go through teams like Bearden. And so best of luck to the Lady Flame, or excuse me, to the Lady Flames,
Lady Flames,
but to the Bearettes this afternoon. And man, we're cheering them on and just rooting for them to continue that success. It's tough, and you know, like we talk about, you don't take success for granted. I know a lot of people in the community probably expect the Bearettes to be there each and every year, and it's hard to get there, man. There's a lot of good girls basketball programs in this area, in the region. They're getting better. That margin, that gap is probably shrinking a little bit, and so for the Bearettes to get back to Murfreesboro this year is just a tribute to Coach Reuter and his girls and his staff and what they've done over there. So yeah, we're pulling for them, man. We love cheering for our local teams, and like Coach Smith said, man, there's just such great local athletes here in town. The high schools do a great job, and so we just love to be a part of it, and we'll be pulling for them.
Yeah. Carmen, let's go back and revisit what's going on Friday and Saturday with the Lee Lady Flames and Flames, and make sure that everybody's aware of these big contests.
Yeah, NCAA Division II National Tournament, both the Flames and Lady Flames will be in action this weekend. So Friday at 7:30 down in Tampa, Lady Flames will take on Lynn University in the 4-5 matchup. We'll have it here for you on the Family and Networks at 7:30. And then on Saturday, when the Lady Flames beat Lynn, they will play again, most likely against the number 1 seed Tampa, Saturday at 7:30. And the men will open up the NCAA Division II National Tournament against GSC rival West Georgia. That will also be at 7:30 on Saturday across our family of networks. So make sure to stay connected at LeeU Flames and LeeUFlames.com, as well as download the Mix 104.1 app, and you can listen to it wherever you may be around the world. And so, yeah, we're excited. It's March Madness, and I know Coach Smith and the boys are ready to roll. The Lady Flames are headed down this afternoon after a quick practice this morning, and so we're ready to get this thing going, and hopefully we can stay down in Florida for a little while.
That's it. Let's enjoy some sunshine here for the weekend, and then get into the next week. What do you say?
Yeah, my wife was a little jealous. You know, it's supposed to be about 50 degrees this weekend here. I looked down. I think Fort Lauderdale's got us in the mid-80s and sunny. So
yeah, that's unfortunate. We got to go there, but somebody has to do it. And Dwayne, those games, and again, unlike the GSC, obviously we had the sponsorship with Flow Hoops, and that was a paid to get on there. And that's always sometimes we get spoiled with free content and getting our games will be streamed. They won't have to pay to get those.
Okay.
So put that on mute. Listen to our guys call the game.
There you go.
You know, and you can watch it live for free. I think the NCAA, they'll have all those links up. We can get the videos for those games.
Okay. Good stuff. Coach Smith, congratulations on a great season. Let's go ahead and get this tournament started off well on Saturday. And Carmen, you guys did a tremendous job this past weekend. We're looking for the call for you and Philip this upcoming weekend on the trio stations of WCLE.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dwayne. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap up our sports report as well. We're going to take a quick break. Got some more guests coming in from Junior Auxiliary. Also, we're going to talk with our friends from Make a Change Day, which is coming up soon. We'll do all that coming up here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, so stay with us. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Hey everybody, it's Dwayne Williams of the Mix Afternoon.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
Our slogan is better mattress, better price. And at Mermaid, we really do believe that because we use the highest quality of foams, the highest quality of intercoils that go into the mattresses, and we have the highest quality people working for us. We have a number of employees that have been with us for up to 30 years, and we're very proud of that fact.
Vehicles available for you to choose from right now with new arrivals daily. So visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Misfit Tacos. Misfit Tacos is Cleveland's home for chef-crafted tacos with bold, unique, fresh flavors from around the world that has our community talking. Misfit Tacos is perfect for the whole family.
All right, we're going to stay put right here. Got another special interview right here in our studio this morning as we continue right along. Whitney Proctor is going to join us from Junior Auxiliary. Whitney, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing this morning?
Doing fantastic. You know, we've had some beautiful days. Still got a little bit of a chill in the air today.
Yes, but
still not bad.
Still sunny, so I'm going to take it.
That's
good
it.
enough.
Well, Whitney, tell us a little bit about Junior Auxiliary. Right here on the front, we want to talk about a fundraiser coming up, but let's hear about Junior Auxiliary.
Let's talk about the organization.
Yeah.
So Junior Auxiliary is a nonprofit organization. It was actually originated in Mississippi back in the 40s during when war was going on. So these ladies saw the need for these children who were basically in poverty and just lacking basic necessities. So that's how the organization started. Everything is focused on child welfare and basically just getting kids basic needs that they may not be accessing at home. So we partner with education things, we partner with the Boys and Girls Club, the library for literacy, we buy new coats and shoes every year. We partner with the school system to be able to do that. So really just anything that we can do to help improve their quality of life. You know, everybody has so many different things that they may need to access, but children are the one group who really can't fend for themselves. So this is the opportunity to help make sure that just really basic stuff that you wouldn't think about, like new shoes. They've grown out of the pair that they have, they need to be replaced, and their family may not be able to take care of that for them. So anything like that is what we're involved in, but those are some examples of some of our specific projects.
How long has Junior Auxiliary been in existence here in the Bradley County area?
Our local chapter just had our 20th year anniversary, I believe.
Okay.
I should probably know that.
Well, that's all right.
22-ish years.
Okay.
A couple years ago, we had our 20th anniversary, 20th or 25th.
All right, so but still, I mean, I say that because the longevity.
Yes.
That's really the point I was wanting to make.
It has been a while.
As much as what the year is, but I know it's been over 20 years.
Yes.
Because I remember that celebration, and I just want to let people know this is something that's been in existence for quite some time in our community.
Yes, it has.
So Junior Auxiliary taking care of a lot of those young people. Whitney Proctor joins us once again, and a spring fundraiser is coming up. You can't do what you do without funding, correct?
Right. So that is the biggest thing about a nonprofit is all of our money comes in from fundraising and from community partners and people going out of their way to donate and participate to be able to give us the funds to be able to do those projects. So we have our spring fundraiser coming up. I'm super excited because this is the first time we've been able to have an evening event since before COVID.
Oh, wow.
The last couple of years, we've had some more minor events. We've had women's brunches, but we're finally going back to doing an evening formal event, men and women included. So we're really excited about that. It's called A Night in White. It's going to be April 1st at 6 o'clock at the Cleveland Country Club. So we're going to have silent auction, live auction, obviously dinner and drinks. We'll have the DJ, so it'll be a good time. But a lot of the priority is focused on the auction items because people can come in and purchase those. You get to go home with something really great, and we get to be able to raise money by selling those auction items.
Okay.
So tickets are $100 a piece. We have 8 people to a table. So if you wanted to do a table, it would be $800. Like I said, 6 o'clock. It is semi-formal attire since we have a night in white theme. We have our attire as black and white.
Yeah, makes
or
sense.
you could do gold and silver to kind of do those accent colors. If you want to purchase tickets, I am handling the purchase of that, so you can reach out to me directly. I'll read off the contact information, then we can kind of revisit it at the end. My phone number is 423-432-7419, or you can also find us on social media. We've got an Instagram page, we've got a Facebook page, Junior Auxiliary of Cleveland, Tennessee. It should be pretty easy to find. You can reach out to us on there. There's a little bit of information on our website as well, jaofcleavetn.com. So all of those ways you can access me, and we'll get you an invoice for a ticket. If you are interested in doing a sponsorship, we do have a few sponsorship spots available as well. If you're interested in doing that over the next week or two, I won't read all these out loud because that's a lot of information, but they range anywhere from $300 to $2,500. Some of them include event tickets and tables, some of them don't. So you've got several different levels of opportunity to be able to participate if you wanted to donate some money and handle it that way as well.
Again, Whitney Proctor is here talking about Junior Auxiliary, their spring fundraiser. This is probably one of your biggest, if not the biggest event of the year, am I right?
Yes, for sure, our biggest event of the year. And we actually, at one point in time, fundraising was every other year because they were so big, but because of COVID, same story as everybody else.
Right.
The last few years have just been not quite normal. So this is really our first super big fundraiser for several years. So like I said, it's the first time we've been doing an evening event since 2018 was our last evening attire cocktail type event. So we're really excited to be able to get back into that and be able to raise those funds to be able to do all of those projects that we have coming up.
If people want to be involved with Junior Auxiliary besides this event that we're talking about, of course, we want them to be involved with this. This is a very, very important event, the fundraiser coming up. After this event, how can people stay in tune and maybe even become a part of what Junior Auxiliary does?
Yeah, definitely follow us on social media because we post a lot of updates about our current projects, updates once we finish the projects. We do have, I'll be back in a couple weeks because we do have our shoe drive that is coming up later on in the month as well. So we're actively collecting donations and shoes for that particular project. If you're interested in that, reach out via social media, or I'll repeat my number again here in a minute. If you're interested in being a member, we have that in the fall every year where people can submit interest if they want to join us. I believe our deadline is usually at the end of August for submitting those applications. But if that's something that you're interested in, by all means reach out. We have new members come in every year, and we would love to have you if you're interested in participating more often than just coming to the events. That would be great.
You know, as we continue to grow as a community, there's kind of a twofold thing. The needs grow,
yes,
and junior auxiliary is helping meet those needs. But then also people that may have been a part of a junior auxiliary in another state, another community,
sure,
that we want to make sure they understand they're welcome to be a part of it here as well, and then continue the great work that you guys do. All right, again, Whitney Proctor joins us talking about the spring fundraiser. Time to circle back around and give that pertinent information. So let's do it.
All right, so it's April 1st, 6 o'clock, Cleveland Country Club, semi-formal. There will be a silent and live auction. For tickets, you can contact me directly. My number is 423-432-7419, or you can find us on social media and reach out and just send a direct message that way. Tickets are $100 a piece.
You know, the good thing about what we do here on the radio now with MixTV.tv in the mornings, people can go back and watch this interview. We'll post it separately.
Yes.
So they can go back and get this pertinent information that you've been talking about this morning. So if you missed the interview and you thought, oh, man, I didn't have a chance to write down the number or things like that, go back and watch this interview on MixTV.tv at your leisure, and you'll be able to gather all the information. Or, as always, you can call us here at the station, and we'll be happy to pass along the information that you heard here this morning. Whitney, anything else before we go?
I think that's pretty much it. Please let us know. We would love to have you attend the event. We've still got plenty of tables and tickets left, so give us a call and get your ticket, and we will see you on April 1st.
All right, Whitney, thanks so much for everything that Junior Auxiliary does in our community. Very well, very much appreciated. We're going to take just a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute. Stay with us. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Did you know 4 out of every 10 pills contain a potential lethal dose of fentanyl? 2 salt-sized grains of fentanyl can kill. Talk to your kids today about the risks of fentanyl. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org today.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
called Made by Murray or Murray Made. Thank you for continuing to support the same family-owned and locally made business, Mermaid Mattress.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good morning and a very happy Wednesday to you. Today will be partly sunny with a nice mix of sun and clouds this morning. Clouds will be increasing this afternoon, eventually becoming mostly cloudy. A mild afternoon ahead with highs from 60 to 65 across the area and a breeze from the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight will be cloudy and cool with lows in the low to mid 40s with an isolated shower chance. And then rain showers will be likely on Thursday, particularly during the afternoon hours. Be sure to download our Local 3 weather app. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Springdale Heating and Air. Old-fashioned friendly and always more than your money's worth. 479-6363.
All right, right now, your current Simply Bank temperature, 46 degrees. Well, if you're going to join us on MixTV.tv, you're going to see a room full of people. They just kind of invaded us here, Austin, as we get set for what's going on. But we need this many people in here when we get ready to talk about the topic that's up next here on MixTV.tv and Mix 104.1 on the radio. We're going to talk about Make a Change Day, something we're always very, very proud to put a spotlight on and get the message out there to the community. We're going to welcome in several guests over the next few minutes. I guess we're going to start off with Kayla. Kayla Sugar is here with us with United Way. We're going to start off with you.
Yes, sir.
So if you'll step up to the mic there, we're going to kind of begin with you. Make a Change Day. Tell us a little bit about what this means to you and of course, with United Way.
Right. Make a Change Day has been going on for many years in our community. It's a fundraiser done with the Bradley County students where they collect their spare change, and all of that gets collected and given back to the community for programs that benefit Bradley County students. So we've brought some of our partners today. We've brought Mr. Montgomery and Miss Jenny, who are our Bradley County contacts and leaders, to make sure that this program gets done every year. Last year, we were able to, the students were able to raise almost $13,000, $12,700 in spare change was collected in coins and quarters and pennies, and was all able to be brought in and given back.
We also want to make sure everybody understands Make a Change Day helps fund a program that's in our community. We're going to talk to Corinne Freeman in just a minute from the Caring Place. Tell us when those monies are collected, what happens with that funding.
Right, absolutely. So we actually have two folks with us today who are going to receive those funds. So once that money is collected, it's then given back to Corinne, the Caring Place for the Sack Pack program, and I'll let her speak about that program, and then to the Boys and Girls Club for their after school care. So it really is students who are taking care of their neighbors, their other student friends. All these funds go back to Bradley County students.
Well, let's talk about the recipients from Make a Change Day. We'll start off with Corinne Freeman from the Caring Place. Corinne, step on up. Yeah. How are you doing, first of all, this morning?
I'm doing wonderful this morning. So it still feels a little spring-like, so it's not yet got a little colder. So I'm in a happy place right now. So that is wonderful. And we've got exciting things happening over at the Caring Place. So with our new building and construction, so lots of things going on. And then just to top it all off, I'm here with amazing people and amazing partners.
Well, I appreciate you saying that about me.
Yes, exactly.
Were you referring to me or those
100%.
people?
No. Yeah, it was totally you. That's what that was about. Yeah. So it's always a good day to come to Mix 104.
It
so
sure
it's
is.
Always fun. So yeah. So but with the Make a Change Day, it really is. It's a good reminder of how our community really can come together and how really small actions that we can take make a huge impact for other people that are in our neighborhood that are our neighbors who are suffering. And so for a student to be able to kind of give $1, Mr. Montgomery was telling me how many students are in our Bradley County school systems right now. And if every student gave $2, then we would have over $20,000, right? So $20,000. And then you imagine that each sack pack that we provide is around $5. I mean, it actually went up this year with inflation, as we all know. So it's about $5.50 now. Then that's able to make a huge impact. And then we have the Boys and Girls Club, who's doing an amazing job offering after-school opportunities and enrichment opportunities and empowerment opportunities for leaders of tomorrow. And it just makes a significant impact. So why not a good day today to think about helping our neighbors, members and being here together to make that impact.
Again, our friends are here talking about Make a Change Day, United Way, the Caring Place, and also our friends from the Boys and Girls Club are here. Corinne, before we get Wyatt up here in just a second, the Sack Pack program, people may have heard about that, but I think this is a good point just to remind people what it is and maybe learn about the Sack Pack program.
So our Sack Pack program is designed around one of our 4 programs to address food insecurity, specifically for children that are in our Bradley County school system. Bradley County actually has over almost 4,000 students. It's about 3,900 students who are facing food insecurity. That means that when they go home at night, they don't know that there's enough food there. So we don't use the word hunger because hunger is hard to measure, right? Like you might have missed breakfast and you're hungry, but food insecurity is that you miss breakfast and you're not sure there's going to be food for you. And that you might go and maybe one day there's food in the cabinet and the next day there's not. And we have students that face that. And when those students are facing that type of insecurity and instability, it makes it really hard to learn, it makes it really hard to focus. And so we want to partner and come alongside our amazing educators to be able to provide those students and meet that need for food. And so each student that the school identifies as, hey, this child might need this extra support, then we can provide a 5-pound pack of food that goes with them over the weekend, because our school system does a great job of providing food throughout the week. So this pack goes with that student over the weekend. They have 6 mini meals inside that bag, and that's to help give them a nutritional boost and kind of an extra supplement to what they might have at home. And we hear all the time from our teachers how that makes a difference. It helps alleviate not only the students' fear and insecurity, but also that teacher's burden of like, am I sending this student home with nothing? And they're not concerned at that point whether they've learned ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. They're concerned, does this child have food? And being able to alleviate that worry for both the child and the teacher makes an impact so that they both can engage better and achieve those educational goals.
The final question I have for you, Corinne, is if people are wondering, is this a very small percentage of students? It's probably a lot more than what we think.
It is. It's a lot more than what we think, and it's probably even more with the resources that are in our community we could meet. So currently, we're actually providing a little over 650 bags per week. That's an increase from last year of 100 students. And so, and when the year first started, it was even more than that. So we have definitely seen families that are maybe right on the edge of struggle, and they're in that ALICE population that United Way's helped to educate us about. Those families are now facing food insecurity, and they're needing that extra help due to just inflation, economic concerns. So 650 kids every week. So that means that every year there's over 20,000 sack packs going out to students.
Man. So. And you guys do that primarily with a lot of assistance from the community, volunteer help and stuff like that.
So our volunteers pack every week for that bag. We have a lot of retired teachers that help in that, and they've got an amazing system over there. So we just try to stay out of their way.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
So they actually they run that. And so and then we have our delivery drivers, our program coordinator, who comes and delivers those every week to the schools. We try to be very consistent with that, because that's another part of increasing stability and security is consistency. And so we try to make sure that we are there every time the school needs us, we're going to be there, have that ready for those counselors and those teachers to pass out those packs every week.
All right, so there is one of the 2 recipients of Make a Change Day, the Caring Place and the Sack Pack program. Wyatt's going to join us right now with the Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee region. Wyatt, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Tell us, Make a Change Day, what does that mean to the Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee region?
Well, I'll tell you what, it means a lot because, Corinne spoke great about what it does for the Sack Pack program, but I see it in a different way. I see that the kids in our county, learn the importance of giving back and supporting other kids that are just right there sitting beside them in the classroom. So the kids at the club, we see them, we come in their bags, they're trying to ask staff for change, they're looking for change across the buildings, they're really invested in it. And so to see the kids get excited about fundraising to help the other students that are right there beside them is amazing to see each year. But, this program helps us support the kids as well, not only with academic support, but character and life skill development, leadership trainings, youth force help, those types of things. So we love this partnership and love Make a Change Day. It's great.
Yeah, without this program, when I say this program, Make a Change Day, that would make your job a little harder to try to get some of those things that you need that this funding helps with, wouldn't it?
It would. You're exactly right.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we definitely want people to be a part of this. What else you want us to know about the Boys and Girls Club? I mean, I know you guys impact a lot of young people's lives.
Yeah, sure. So we have 7 locations here in Bradley County. We're spread out across 5 counties with 18 locations, but just right here in Bradley County, we serve over 500 kids every day, Monday through Friday.
Wow.
And just to kind of go off what Corinne was saying with food, every one of our kids, no matter the age, when they come to through our doors each afternoon, they are fed a meal. And so, a lot of kids, like she was saying, don't really have that support on the weekends. We have some of those kids that don't get a meal until they go back to school the next day.
Wow.
And so we saw that as a need a few years ago, and really helped out with feeding the kids in the evenings. So
if people want more information about the Boys and Girls Club, how can they get that?
Yeah, sure. So it's bgcocoe.org is our website, but also 423-559-8299 is our main number.
All right. Well, White, anything else that you want to add here?
No, I'll go ahead and let our school partners talk if they want to. Yeah,
All
sure.
right,
Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's get Jenny Wilson to come up and talk to us next from Prospect Elementary. Jenny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Well, thanks so much for being here, and tell me about Make a Change Day and what you feel this makes by being a part of this. I know you're one of the people who helped spearhead this, so kind of give us your perspective.
Make a Change Day is one of those fundraisers that I wish everyone in the community would be a part of, because the children that we're feeding are potentially our leaders of the future. And the more that we can feed them not only education, but the nutrition that they need, the greater potential they're going to have.
Sure.
So the Make a Change Day is just, the need is filling that need is just paramount. We need to make sure that everyone in the community knows that they can contribute. They can send it with a student. They can send it just to the school, directly to the Caring Place, the United Way. We want people to be a part of this, because we are a family. The Cleveland community is a family, and we need to take care of our own.
Yeah, very well said there. Again, we're talking about Make a Change Day. And the really cool thing about this, and we're going to talk to Steve here in just a minute, Steve Montgomery from Prospect, the principal there, is when we all come together with just pennies, dimes, nickels, a dollar, this, that, and the other, and you put it all together, it makes a tremendous difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the thing that I want everybody to understand is the kids come to me and they say, Miss Jenny, thank you so much for giving me food for the weekend.
Yeah. That just tears at your heart, doesn't it?
It does.
It does, yeah. Yeah, with most of us being so blessed, there is kids right here. Corinne mentioned a number around 600 kids a week go home with the Sack Pack program. Wyatt mentioned all the kids at the Boys and Girls Club that they help with what they do, with about 500 kids a day. This is something that we all need to be on board about and help these two organizations with Make a Change Day. Now we're going to invite Steve Montgomery up, someone that I know is very passionate about this. Steve, first of all, how you doing, sir?
I am doing wonderful this morning.
Yeah, great to see you. I know this is your second day in a row being here.
This is.
I think you got punked yesterday. We're going to tell everybody but Steve that he got moved to the next day. But no, seriously, Steve, tell me about this Make a Change Day. I know it's something very special to you. Just whatever you feel led to say this morning.
Well, just let me give you a brief history of the Sack Pack program. Back in 2017. There was going to be a shortage of monies for our Sack Pack program. So Dr. Cash and the Bradley County administrators came together, and we created and developed an idea of Make a Change Day. Since 2017, we've been able to raise over $65,000 through pennies, quarters, dimes, and it's just been an incredible just opportunity for our kids. A lot of our kids who give are the kids who get the Sack Pack program.
That's amazing.
Okay,
yeah.
So a lot of our kids that will contribute to this are the ones who actually will benefit from this. But we have over 600 kids each week that we send Sack Pack home with over the weekend. We have a lot of kids who go different places on the weekend.
Right.
And so we want to make sure that we're meeting their needs, not just during the week, but also on the weekend. And when we've expanded the program, of course, you've heard the Boys Club to the after-school care now.
Right.
So it's just, you know, the program over the years has gotten bigger. The need has gotten greater. So we're encouraging everyone in Bradley County and Cleveland to contribute to this program this year, and this year it's on March 31st.
Okay.
So mark your calendar, March 31st. Get your pennies, your dimes, your quarters, and we take cash too.
Okay, cash is always key.
Cash is always a good thing. So, and as you can see over the years, it's been very, very successful.
You know, the thing about it, Steve, is I love when we kind of go circle around and you come in the afternoons after the collections, and it kind of becomes a little bit of a competition between the schools, which makes it even a little bit more fun, doesn't it?
Yes, and each school does a great job of putting on their own vision for it and raising money for it. But as you can see, the totals, we have great support from every school in Bradley County.
All right, so Make a Change Day coming up March the 31st.
March 31st, mark your calendar.
And we all, I could go out to my car right now, probably everybody listening and watching can go out to their car. They probably got 75 cents to $1 worth of change, or a lot of us a lot more than that, just in a little cup holder or in a little special place in their car that they keep pretty much constantly. You throw it in there. The day on March 31st, even if you just take all of that out and give it to your children, when we do that across our school system, man, what a difference that would be. So think about that and maybe put a little bit more in that little change thing between now and then. And Steve, you had said this before when you've come in. We've had kids that have piggy banks, that have little banks at home in their rooms and things like that. They'll empty those into a little Ziploc bag and say, I want to give this because I know there's someone in my class or someone that I go to lunch with that I know receives a sack pack on the weekends, and I know how much it means to them.
Absolutely.
Kids giving to kids, there's nothing
Absolutely. We have a great response from our students, and a lot of our students, you know, I had a student last year that brought a little Ziploc bag and he had 25 pennies in it.
Wow.
He just wanted to be a part of the program.
Hey, and that meant just as much as anybody else gave. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we do a great job with teaching our kids how to give back, and our kids want to give back.
Sure.
They want to give back. So this is just a special day, and we want everybody to get, you know, everybody to support it because, again, it goes to feed our kids.
That's good stuff there, and also helps out the Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee region and everything that they do. Well, I guess we'll circle back around to Kayla. Kayla, we'll get you back up to the podium there with United Way. I'm going to let you kind of have the final word and anything else that you feel we need to put out there today.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to reiterate that this is the perfect program for us, for students who just want to be part of something bigger than themselves. Generosity isn't a bank account issue; it's a heart issue.
Right.
And so our community is radically generous, and our students model that. And so we are so honored and blessed to be able to work with this program and organize it. I did want to mention the corporate partners of the United Way who were able to prepare those 10,000 Ziploc baggies with 10,000 labels, and those were Eaton, Duracell, Amazon, M&M Mars, Triumph Sheets, our YPC group, and I am forgetting one more, I think. Food City, yes. Thank you, Corinne. We did a recap before we came here to make sure all of our notes were in order. But Food City did a ton for us. Thank you to all of those partners. This was a volunteer project for them. A lot of them can't leave during hours, and so they were able to put this in their break room, get those bags done, and their employees are part of the community being better off during their lunch break, putting a couple of labels on some bags for us. So we really appreciate them. And we are just thankful to be at the United Way. We have wrapped up our campaign for this year, and we're about to have our annual meeting. It's coming up on the end of March, the 29th. We're very excited about the celebration that we will have in the community, including the results of Make a Change Day.
All right, sounds good. Kayla, thanks so much for coming in, helping spotlight this special day on March the 31st. So kind of to reiterate, to make sure I'm on the same page, Mage, you're talking about these Ziploc bags that were prepared. Will those go to the schools? Or
Yes, so
okay.
those have already been dropped off with
Okay.
Mr. Montgomery at Prospect, and they have already, I believe, gotten them out to the the schools. And
so that's something parents should be looking for.
That's
if they
right.
haven't seen yet, and that will be the thing they can put that extra change in to kind of
For
make
sure.
it even more simple for them.
Yeah, and if they end up not seeing that bag, they still can text to give if they would prefer.
Okay.
And they can text secure to 91999 if they want to contribute that way.
Good stuff right there. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in and getting this word out to our community. And we know that in record numbers, this community will rally around this cause once again this year. Make a Change Day again, March 31st, with your local schools. Be looking at those little Ziploc bags.
That's
if
right.
you got them, just start throwing change in there every day between now and then. Fill that puppy up.
Let's
Come
do
on.
it.
And if not, make sure you get that change out on the final day. We like bills too. Steve said bills is good. We like those
Green is
bills.
good.
A little bit lighter on the bag, but so bills is good as well. So we hope that you will be a part of Make a Change Day this year, helping out with the funding with the Caring Place and what they do with the Sack Pack program and all the wonderful programs from the Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee region. Guys, thanks again. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up Mixed Mornings here. We're about an hour away from going back to coverage as we're going to be covering the Bradley Central Bearettes as they're going to be taking on Bearden there in the state tournament. Looking forward to bringing you coverage of that with the pregame. Our Hardee's pregame beginning at 10:30. Tip-off for the game actually starts at about 11, and we'll have it here on the radio on Mix 104.1 and anywhere around the world on the free Mix 104.1 app. Very, very proud to bring you that coverage today. As always, high school basketball supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Thanks for listening and watching in this morning. We're going to get into a quick break here. We got some other things coming up, and then we'll be back in about an hour, and we'll start our coverage of what is going on with the state tournament from Murfreesboro there at MTSU, the Glass House. Until then, enjoy the rest of your morning.